And I may or may not have dressed up as a minion today.
I have a picture to
You
prove
do?
it, yes.
You should. My costume is sitting right over there.
Pastor Bryan,
Woo!
you're back.
I am.
Darren said that last week. He's like, I'm back.
I am back, but this is my first actual
That's true.
episode on the podcast because the last one was just Krista's video that we posted for the church to get to know her.
That's right.
So this is really the first time that I'm featured.
And it's VBS week.
It is VBS week.
How does that make you feel?
I'm tired. There's a reason that there is a coffee cup in my hand because I need caffeine right now.
Yes.
I told my family when I ate lunch with them about 45 minutes ago, I said, if I sit on that couch,
Yeah. You're not
y'all are going to
up.
have to pay attention to what time it is because I probably will be asleep.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, VBS week is always just a tired week.
It is.
You don't realize how much you're giving out to the kids and to the just all the logistics, and you're having to deal with that face on. So
being the guy that's the problem solver and the gopher, and I typically end up walking between 5 and 6 miles every day. And most of that is between 7 a.m. and 12:30 p.m.
Wow.
So in about 5.5 hours. So I walk about a mile an hour.
Man. Not 1 mile an hour.
No. Let's see. Where am I right now?
12 miles already?
I don't know. Probably not. My guess would be not. I'm about 200 steps shy of 5 miles right now.
Wow. You need to go take a run, man.
Well, no, I have to walk back to the office, so it'll be okay. I'll get the 200 steps.
The other day, somebody saw, I think it was RJ, Pastor RJ, and he's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm just going to do something at the worship center. He's like, why are you driving? I'm like, I'm just tired, man.
I'm just tired. I don't want to walk. I'm just going to drive.
I parked in the back, staff parking.
Yeah.
And
so at VBS week here at Fruit Cove, I know there's a lot of people that don't realize how many people we have on campus.
Talk to us.
So yesterday, I have not seen the final count for today yet. I should have looked at it before I left the office to walk over here. But yesterday we had 1,154 people on campus for VBS, and that's like 780-ish kids, plus adult volunteers, plus student volunteers.
So cool.
So essentially, it's like a Sunday, close to a Sunday morning service 5 days in a row.
Yeah. And it rained today while everybody was getting out.
It did rain. In fact, this is not the shirt. This is not the VBS shirt.
Me either. Yeah.
That I was wearing
You're just
today
soaked.
because I direct traffic at one of the crosswalks over between Building B and the office after everybody gets out of VBS at noon. And my shirt was soaked. Yeah. So I had to go home and change.
I walked past you and said, I'm melting. And what did you say?
I can't remember what I said.
They said there's only 2 things that melt.
That's right. There's only 2 things that melt. Sugar and poo. That's right. There's only 2 things. And
so which one are you, Luke?
I know which one.
Oh, man. Man, it was good to hear you preach. I don't think I'd ever heard you preach before.
Probably
in maybe the 10 months that I've been here. It was really good. You want to talk through just the overarching what you preached, and really it's this week's VBS theme.
It is. So one of the things that, so for the people that have been here and the whole time I've been here, one of the things, and I appreciate Heath letting me do this.
Absolutely.
Is he lets me preach the Sunday, the day before VBS starts on that Monday.
Yeah.
And what I do in that sermon is I present the VBS theme. But it's not as easy as everybody thinks.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want to do, what I don't want to do, is simply regurgitate everything that the leaders have been prepping to teach for weeks, that the kids are going to, I've already heard Pastor Bryan say that already.
Yeah.
So what I try and do is this year, the theme is Illumination Station. It's talking about the light of Christ. And so what I wanted to do was I always try and find one verse, and this year it was John 8:12, where Jesus says, I am the light of the world, and take that one verse and then build a sermon based on the light of Christ off of that, but not just like find other passages that talk about that and not all of the ones from VBS.
Yeah. That's really cool.
And the one thing that that most people remember from that sermon is me talking about the Minions. And I may or may not have dressed up as a Minion today.
I have a picture to prove it, yes.
You should. My costume is sitting right over there because I left it in this room so that I could change into it tomorrow.
That's right. You were holding the door this morning and just saying, Illumination.
Illumination!
That's awesome, man. You also talked about NIL deals.
I did.
In your sermon.
NIL deals, the transfer portal. And so Luke asked me, what's your hot take? And I've already said it on Sunday morning, but the transfer portal and the way that they currently are using it in college football has ruined college football.
Well, yeah, because you've got these players that are making millions of dollars in college.
So when I was in college, you could transfer, but you had to sit out a year.
Right.
Unless you were transferring down.
Sure.
So if you went from 1A to 1AA, or even Division II or Division III, you could play immediately.
Yeah.
If you were transferring inside 1A or going up a level, you had to sit out a year.
Yeah.
And it just it made sense. Like you shouldn't be able to immediately play, but now guys are like going to one place, playing, transferring somewhere else. And there are some guys that by the time their college career is done, they have played for 4 or 5 or even 6
crazy
different schools.
That is wild.
It is wild.
So my hot take, are you ready?
Yeah.
And you're going to totally disagree with this. Tennessee football is the best football team.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Your team is
not.
Clemson.
My team is Clemson.
Okay.
We are not the best based on last year.
I'll say this. We're not the best, but we try the hardest. How about that?
Okay. I would sort of agree with that.
I'm not going to sing Rocky Top, but maybe we'll have you sing This Little Light of Mine.
Absolutely not. I already refuse to do it. There's a reason that in my sermon, I started the line and let the congregation finish it.
That was good.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
I will say, I guess this is a secondary hot take.
Yeah.
Right?
I like it.
I'm a little concerned that we have teenagers that had no idea what I was talking about.
Really?
Like I've had 3 to 5 that have said, I don't know what song that was. What are you talking about?
No kidding.
And I said, it's like, it was a VBS song that I sang when I was a kid.
Wow.
And I did. I actually sang it for a teenager at VBS Monday morning. And I said, this is how the song goes. And they're like, I've never heard that song ever.
I wonder why.
I don't know. And I said, here's the funny part. I said, the verse that I read you, I mean, essentially that's what it is they took those verses in the Bible and put them to song.
Sure.
Now, there's a lot of debate about when that song came about and how it came about. Yeah. But I said, when I was like in first grade, we sang that every year at VBS.
Yeah. That and what was another one that we would sing?
There's a lot of confusion about what is a bushel.
It's like a basket, right?
Yeah, I said it's a basket that you can put a bushel of things in, and they said, "How much is that?" And I said,
"About this big." Yeah,
Yeah. And they're like, I was like, "Just Google it. Just Google bushel, and you'll be able to tell what it is."
That's awesome. I want to go to a different subject here.
All right.
You had a big hand in what happened at the SBC with the disability thing. I want you to have a moment to talk about that. Really proud of that. I know you worked hard with helping with that.
So for multiple years, friends of mine, people that I know have, so let me back up. So like I said in my sermon, the annual meeting of the Southern Baptist Convention essentially is a 2-day long business meeting.
Sure.
But that also means that they open the floor for new business.
Yeah.
And anybody can get up. Anybody that is a messenger, has been sent by their church to go and vote and have a voice at the annual meeting, can make a motion, can make put an amendment out there, create a resolution on whatever. And so for multiple years, there have been people trying to make resolutions, trying to make amendments, trying to make to shine a light on disability ministry.
Yeah.
So how our churches minister to people that have diagnosed disabilities. And so last year at the annual meeting, someone made a motion and it was accepted. It was voted on, approved. And so they put together a disability ministry task force to study that and come up with recommendations between June of 2025 and the annual meeting that happened last week. And so I have a lot of friends on that group, people that I know. And so they got to present their task force report at the convention, and it was unanimously approved.
Yeah.
It was a huge deal. Some of y'all may or may not know, I have a son that has multiple learning disabilities. And even at VBS this week, we have over 40 children
So cool.
that have diagnosed disabilities. It could be a major health issue.
Yeah.
It could be learning disabilities, autism, Down syndrome. I mean, there's a whole list of things. But that's why it's such a big deal.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Christ died and came and served and loved the least of these. And it's one of these groups of people that it probably would surprise the people that watch this podcast to know how many people you sit around at church every Sunday, because we're good Baptist and we sit in the same seats every week. How many of those people that you sit around every week that either that person or someone in their family has a disability?
Yeah.
Because even so, just St. Johns County Schools, right? It's one of the top school districts in Florida. 17% of our K through 12th grade students have either a 504 plan or an IEP, which means that they have a diagnosed disability that affects their learning, or a health issue that affects their learning. And the schools either provide services or provide accommodations in order to help them learn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you think about it. If we have 780 kids at VBS, 20% of that is 150 of those kids could, if the percentages bear out, could have a diagnosed learning disability.
Wow.
Or or some diagnoses that affects learning. And so that's why it's such a big deal.
It is. Do you feel like people that have kids with disabilities find it hard to come to church? And maybe talk a little bit about that and how we help with that and those situations.
So the majority of families, not all, but the majority of families that have a diagnosed disability in their family or mental health crisis or something along those lines typically have some story of church hurt or church misunderstanding in their background. Here, so we have a vibrant fostering and adoption ministry here, Fostering Hope. Every year we host the Replanted Conference. And so I did a breakout session at the Replanted Conference because fostering and adoptive care and special needs ministry, we overlap because a lot of times trauma can present as a learning disability, or trauma can lead to disabilities. And so I was leading a breakout session at this year's Replanted and actually had a mom that was in my breakout session. And I started talking to her after the session. Pastor Jake walked in. We both started talking to her. And they, for years, have not been going to church because they could not find a church that loved them, that would care for their family. Wow. And I said, look, come. This is on Saturday morning. I said, hey, come tomorrow. And this family came. Wow. And have been back just about every Sunday since.
That's awesome.
And it was because, and for no other reason than, the people at Fruit Cove loved us that Sunday. Yeah. And we have never received that level of love anywhere else.
That's right.
We had another family that they have a young adult son who has moderate to severe disabilities. And they joined the church over 20 years ago. They came for a little while. Son was born, has had the disabilities his whole life, and they have been watching online since.
Yeah.
But they actually came back a few Sundays ago.
That's awesome.
And he went to our adult in his image class, because that's what we call special needs or disability ministry here, is in his image. And they actually went to the IHI adult class on Sunday morning.
Very cool.
But those, like, that's just the tip of the iceberg for what we see with families. Yep. Like, even me, having served as a pastor for over 20 years and having a son with learning disabilities, Pastor Heath always says, Henry is one of my favorite people.
He is so funny, man.
Dude, you got to hang out with him in the booth during VBS.
Yeah.
Because Henry runs production slides for VBS.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell this story, and RJ might kill me, but I don't care. So Henry accidentally, and this is the thing, just like Jake and I used to get mixed up by church members all the time, because we got here within a month of each other. Yeah. You and RJ
all the time,
because y'all got here close to each other.
Yeah.
And Henry called RJ Pastor Luke, and RJ said, well, you should know from my ruggedly good looks. And he goes, I don't think so. He said something else that was way more intelligent, but I can't remember exactly what he said. But it was like,
he called me Pastor RJ yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
And he's sitting there and he goes, hey, Pastor RJ, I'm gonna go to the snack room. You've got this? And I said, absolutely, but I'm not Pastor RJ. He goes, I didn't say RJ. And he's like, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. It was so funny.
But when Henry sees the world in a different way.
Yeah, sure.
It's not good. It's not bad. He just interprets the world around him in a different way.
Exactly.
And he is like, the conversations that we have in our house are way more interesting because he is present.
Yeah.
But that also has led at times in the past where churches have not understood him, or not even attempted to understand him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's just like, and my son, very high functioning, like an IQ that's off the charts.
Sure.
But has some discrete learning disabilities.
Sure.
And if you just bumped into him, you may go, he's a little odd, but he's awesome.
He is awesome. He came back. So I was going to finish the story. He came back and it's like, did you get a good snack? He goes, yeah, you're in my seat. Get up.
That's his seat.
I said, you're right. Go ahead, man. Yeah. He's like, this is what I'm doing.
He sees the world in a different way. Like, that's his job at VBS is to run those production slides.
That is so cool. Bryan, what could be something for families to be praying about during this week?
So, and this is what I've told a multitude of people that have asked me. Thursday morning.
Yeah.
What we do is Pastor Heath shares the gospel with the older elementary school kids. And then at the end of that gospel presentation, we have a group of adults that are in Building A in the worship center. And we actually sit down, one adult with 3 to 4 kids, and actually walk through the plan of salvation again, the ones that have said that they have made a decision. And so if you could, we would love for you to pray on Thursday morning.
Absolutely.
That we would see the Holy Spirit move in the lives of the kids that don't already know Jesus.
That's right. Yep.
And that the ones that are here with us, that are adults, are students, our kids that already believe in Jesus, that we would continue between now and then would continue to reflect the light of Christ.
Yeah. VBS is so cool because it's one of the best evangelistic things we get to do here on our campus. We do so much worldwide.
Right.
Even in the nation, but our people get to see firsthand what God's capable of, and that's what I love about VBS. You're super tired by the end of the week.
Dude. But I'm tired right now.
It's all worth it.
Tuesday.
Exactly. It's all worth it. Bryan, thanks for all you do. Anything else you want to talk about before we head out, VBS related?
No, I want to encourage everybody. VBS is one of those things that you can serve at.
Yeah.
Even if you don't serve in preschool or kids or student ministry on a normal week, like it's one of those things that you can serve at. Like we have people here, and they are my heroes. People that take a week of vacation off of work and come and serve at VBS.
Wow.
And if you're one of those people, man, we couldn't do it without you.
That's right. That is so cool to see our people volunteer.
Yep.
And to, man, just give their all because they see the kingdom impact of it.
Yep.
And a week of vacation is nothing to see a weekend impact.
And sometimes, like, man, I can't tell you the number of kids that we've talked to that, like, the first time they heard Jesus was at VBS.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And it may take years after that for that to sink in all the way.
Yeah.
But, man, just that seed gets planted,
yeah.
and then it gets watered, and then we get to watch it grow.
I was in a class today. I'm going around taking videos and pictures, and they were doing Bible bingo.
Yep.
And she was like, okay, Moses, if you have Moses. And this one kid's like, who is Moses? This other kid elbowed him. He's like, shh, you're not supposed to say what you don't know. This is Moses right here, the one with the staff.
The one with the staff.
So it's just cool to see those light bulb moments for kids. And I know you love seeing that, being the pastor of families and everything that you do and everything that your team does on this week is a lot. So thank you. Thanks for all you guys do.
We love doing it.
All right, man. I want you to tell everybody bye. So you have to look into the camera and tell them your outro. Any way you want to end this podcast.
We're 2 days into VBS. There's 3 days left. We will survive. Peace out.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I like that. Thanks, bro. We'll see you next time.